Hello, passionate Celtic supporters. The excitement around Paradise has been palpable these past few days, and it's easy to see why. With Martin O'Neill returning to the club, there's a sense of renewal, a spark that reminds everyone just why Celtic holds such a special place in Scottish football. From the very first press conference, O'Neill made it clear that this isn't just another managerial stint. He's come back with the intention of lifting spirits, motivating players, and helping the club regain its focus as the league enters the crucial stages. There's a freshness in his approach, a levity that was sorely missing in recent months. Unlike the intensity and often tense atmosphere under Wilfried Nancy, O'Neill brings humour, insight, and a clarity of purpose that the players and fans alike have been yearning for. Right from the start, he mixed wit with wisdom, joking about Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra before getting serious about his goals at Celtic. He's aware of the challenges ahead, but he faces them with a confidence that is infectious. And that's exactly what this club needs at this pivotal moment. O'Neill himself has admitted that his perspective is slightly different this time around. He mentioned that in his previous spell, he was more of a supply teacher, stepping in when needed. But now he's here to stay a bit longer and have a tangible impact. While the official line is until the end of the season, it's clear from his comments that he isn't concerned with titles or permanence. Instead, he's focused on winning games, boosting morale, and creating a platform for the club to decide its long-term managerial strategy in the summer. His humor shines through when he jokes about being 114 at his next birthday, underscoring that he's not here to make grand promises, but to focus on immediate results. Desmond reached out to him, and although it wasn't a long conversation, it shows the seriousness with which the club wants to bring stability back to the squad. O'Neill's realism is refreshing. He acknowledges the difficulty ahead, but isn't shying away from the challenge. The first day back at Lennoxtown under O'Neill and his assistant Sean Maloney was telling, the club released unfiltered training footage that gave supporters an insight into the work being done. There's a notable energy on the training ground, a contrast to what many remember under Nancy. Julian Aho, fresh from facing Rangers, was involved, and Sebastian Tiré has returned from AFCON, ready to contribute. Even the players returning from international duty, like Baloisha, bring a renewed sense of competition and fitness to the squad. The training itself, captured in those Lennoxtown clips, shows Maloney taking an active role, guiding the midfielders and pushing them to perform with intensity. The enthusiasm on the pitch is obvious, with players shouting encouragements to each other, correcting mistakes, and responding to the coaching in a way that was missing in recent months. This positivity is exactly what the club needs to regain momentum in the league, and O'Neill's presence seems to be a catalyst for that renewed drive. In terms of squad needs, O'Neill hasn't held back. He's been clear that additional players are required to bolster the team's chances. There's an understanding that the current squad lacks quality in key areas, particularly up front. The January transfer window is crucial, and the manager is relying on the insight of Maloney and others within the recruitment setup to identify the right signings. It's not yet fully clear how the recruitment chain will operate, but O'Neill's approach suggests a hands-on involvement, ensuring that any new arrivals meet the standards and fit the team's style. The focus isn't just on adding numbers, it's about securing players who can immediately contribute, especially in crucial games, as Celtic aim to solidify their position in the league and contend seriously for trophies, O'Neill also provided insights on some players who had been linked with moves away or were returning from AFCON. Dazian Maida, for example, was reportedly close to leaving for Wolfsburg in the summer, but now there's hope that he remains with the club to provide his experience and quality. The manager has emphasized the importance of keeping players who understand the Celtic way, who can perform under pressure, and who can contribute to the positive atmosphere he's trying to cultivate. This attention to both the morale and the practical abilities of the squad is one of the defining aspects of O'Neill's return. He's not just managing games, he's managing the entire environment around the team, ensuring that every player is engaged, motivated, and ready to perform when called upon. Injuries, as always, remain a concern. Players like Alistair Johnson, Cameron Carter-Vickers, and Callum Osman are sidelined for now, with Johnson hoping to return in March. O'Neill is aware of these limitations, but is confident that the squad can still compete effectively. His focus, as he has repeated several times, is on the 18 league games remaining. That number isn't just a statistic, it's a marker for his tactical and motivational planning. Every match from here on out carries weight, and he wants his squad fully prepared and mentally resilient. He also recognizes that long-term absentees won't contribute significantly this season, but he's pragmatic, knowing that the right reinforcements in January can offset these absences and strengthen the squad for the final push. The atmosphere among the supporters is another factor that O'Neill is aware of, and rightly so. The Celtic fans collective has been vocal about the issues at the club over the past 6 months. And while there were discussions of boycotts, the recent developments, including Nancy's departure and O'Neill's reappointment, have changed the mood. There's an understanding that unity is needed, that the fans need to back the team and the manager while also holding the club accountable. The collective's open letter to Brian Wilson highlighted the need for modernization, transparency, and professional recruitment, as well as better engagement with supporter groups. These are vital points, reflecting the desire for a club that respects its history, its fans, and its responsibilities while striving to compete at the highest level. The supporters' energy, combined with O'Neill's experience and tactical acumen, sets the stage for an interesting second half of the season. There's cautious optimism, but it's underpinned by realism. The squad needs reinforcements, and the manager needs the tools to succeed. Yet, the combination of a motivated team, a tactical mind with previous Celtic success, and an engaged fan base could create the momentum necessary to challenge for the league and achieve meaningful victories in domestic competitions. Every training session, every tactical adjustment, and every motivational talk contributes to building a team capable of meeting these objectives. The passion is visible not just in the press conferences or the training ground, but also in the interactions between the coaching staff and the players. It's a return to a culture of accountability, positivity, and focus that has the potential to transform the remainder of the season into something memorable for the club and its supporters. The impact of Martin O'Neill's return is already rippling through Lennoxtown and beyond, and it's clear that the players are responding to his presence. In training, the intensity has picked up noticeably. There's a focus on fast passing, on movement, and on communication across the pitch. You can see that the squad, which at times over the past months seemed disjointed and lacking cohesion, is beginning to gel again. O'Neill is not afraid to let players know when they're falling short, but equally he celebrates the moments when they get it right. This balance of discipline and encouragement is exactly what's been missing, and it's starting to show in small but significant ways. The team is more vocal, more engaged, and more determined, and that energy is bound to carry over into matches. Saturday's clash against Dundee United is already shaping up to be a pivotal encounter. Celtic need to make a statement, and O'Neill is fully aware of that. He's set clear expectations for his players, stressing that every point counts in the league and that the team must approach each match with focus and intensity. There's no room for complacency, and every player knows it. Even those returning from AFCON or sidelined by injury have to be ready to contribute immediately. This sense of urgency is reflected in the training sessions where the tempo is high and mistakes are corrected instantly. O'Neill's experience allows him to assess not just the technical abilities of his players, but also their mental readiness. And that holistic approach is exactly what Celtic require if they are to challenge effectively for the title. The January transfer window, as O'Neill has emphasized, will be a decisive factor. The club needs reinforcements across the pitch, from forwards who can score consistently to midfielders who can control the tempo of games. Central defense also requires attention, particularly given the absences of players like Cameron Carter-Vickers and Jemai Simpson. The recruitment strategy, guided by Sean Maloney and supported by Mark Fotheringham and Stephen McManus, is set to identify talent that fits O'Neill's system and can integrate quickly. The manager has stressed that he wants to be satisfied with every signing, ensuring that new arrivals strengthen the squad, both technically and mentally. In past seasons, Celtic have occasionally struggled with recruitment, and O'Neill's hands-on involvement is designed to avoid those pitfalls. The goal is to bring in players who can make an immediate impact, reducing the gap between expectation and performance and helping the team climb the league table. In addition to the tactical and strategic considerations, O'Neill is acutely aware of the psychological aspect of the game. He has spoken openly about the fear of failure and how that can weigh on players, especially in high-pressure environments. By instilling confidence, clarity, and a sense of purpose, he aims to relieve that pressure while maintaining accountability. The training ground is a microcosm of this philosophy, with encouragement, direction, and intensity all blending to create an environment where players can thrive. The positive atmosphere, visible in the way players communicate and push each other during drills, is a clear sign that the squad is buying into O'Neill's vision. Fans are responding to this renewed sense of direction as well. The Celtic fans collective, while still critical of a broader club management, have acknowledged the significance of O'Neill's return and are adjusting their approach accordingly. While earlier discussions included potential boycotts, the mood has shifted towards support for the manager and players. There is a recognition that unity is essential at this stage of the season. The collective's open letter has highlighted key issues such as the need for transparency, professional recruitment processes, and stronger engagement with supporters. These points underscore the ongoing desire for a modernized and accountable club structure. The willingness of the collective to balance critique with backing for O'Neill and the squad demonstrates a pragmatic approach, recognizing that immediate support on match days is crucial while long-term reforms remain necessary. On the tactical front, O'Neill has shown an awareness of the nuances required to win matches in the Scottish Premiership. The league is competitive, and the margin for error is slim. Every match from here on out carries significant weight, and the manager is ensuring that the team is prepared for each scenario. Set pieces, transitions, and pressing patterns are all being drilled with precision, but there's also flexibility. O'Neill understands that players must make decisions in the moment and that rigid systems can stifle creativity. By fostering an environment where players understand their roles but can also adapt dynamically, he is creating a team capable of responding to challenges, both expected and unexpected. This adaptability will be key as Celtic face opponents looking to exploit weaknesses and disrupt momentum. Morale is further bolstered by the return of key figures who provide stability and leadership. Players like Darcy and Maida, who almost departed in the summer, bring experience and familiarity with O'Neill's system. Their presence helps anchor the squad and provides younger players with role models for professionalism and commitment. Integrating returning players smoothly is another hallmark of O'Neill's management style, ensuring that reinforcements strengthen the team culture rather than destabilizing it. Each individual is encouraged to perform at their best, but equally, they are reminded of the collective responsibility to maintain intensity and focus throughout matches. Looking ahead, there is cautious optimism around Celtic Park. Supporters can feel the shift in momentum, and the early signs from training and squad preparation are encouraging. While injuries remain a factor, with key players sidelined for the immediate future, the combination of tactical clarity, renewed morale, and targeted recruitment has the potential to transform the season. Celtic's remaining league fixtures, particularly the next 18 matches, represent a window of opportunity. Success will require focus, consistency, and a clear plan from the coaching staff. But O'Neill's track record and current approach suggest that the squad is capable of rising to the occasion. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Aaron Ramsdale has reportedly given the green light to a potential move north of the border, sparking intense chatter among Celtic supporters and the wider Scottish football community. According to insiders, the England international has signalled his willingness to become the new guardian between the sticks at Celtic Park, a move that could shake up the Premiership landscape. While nothing has been formally announced, the whispers are enough to have fans already imagining the impact of a goalkeeper of Ramsdale's caliber joining the boys. Sources close to the situation suggest that talks have been ongoing behind the scenes, with Ramsdale reportedly impressed by Celtic's storied history and ambitious project under their current management. The Govan Giants have long sought to strengthen their defensive options, particularly in goal, and securing a player of Ramsdale's profile would send a statement to both domestic rivals and European opponents. Known for his commanding presence, quick reflexes, and fearless shot-stopping, Ramsdale is the type of keeper who can change the rhythm of a game, and his potential arrival is seen as a coup that could redefine Celtic's ambitions on all fronts. Rumours also indicate that Arsenal, Ramsdale's current club, are prepared to negotiate, recognising that the goalkeeper himself may be keen for a new challenge. Insiders hint that personal terms might already be agreed in principle, with only the finer details and official confirmation remaining. Scottish pundits are abuzz with speculation, with many suggesting that the move could not only bolster Celtic's defence, but also inspire a renewed sense of confidence throughout the squad, while skeptics remain questioning whether a Premier League regular would adapt to the Scottish game. Supporters appear undeterred, dreaming of clean sheets and memorable saves under the lights of Celtic Park. The prospect of Ramsdale patrolling the goal has even sparked online debates over his best position in the starting 11 and how his style would mesh with Celtic's attacking philosophy. For now, the story remains tantalizingly incomplete, with each rumor and snippet of information only fueling an anticipation. If true, Aaron Ramsdale at Celtic would mark a high-profile addition to Scottish football and a statement of intent from the Hoops, signaling that they are prepared to compete at the highest level once again. Fans are left on tenterhooks, eagerly awaiting the day when the speculation transforms into reality. Hello, fan! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.